I didn't know.
Just about ready for a tip-off here, and they'll award the basketball to Sierra Canyon.
Two different
Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame's ball.
Two different styles in this game. Notre Dame is small, quick, and athletic. They basically play with 5 guards. They're looking to drive the ball to the basket and shoot threes. They're going to have to handle the press and pressure of Sierra Canyon, who gets a lot of points from their defense.
There is a shot clock here in California high school basketball, but Sierra Canyon with a rip away, and Maxie Adams mashes it through to open the scoring.
Just mentioned that the press and pressure of Sierra Canyon gets deflections, steals, and forces turnovers. They get close to 20 points a game from their defense.
Now, future Tar Heel with an emphatic start for the home team. Second Mission League game for both Notre Dame and Sierra Canyon. Trailblazers a 3-point win on the road 2 nights ago at St. Francis. Notre Dame squandered a 16-point fourth quarter lead at home against Loyola. Navarro Bowman misses Notre Dame's first attempt. We're going to look at the starting 5 for Sierra Canyon. There are 3 4-stars in this starting 5 for Andre Chevalier.
Another key for Notre Dame, they have to be one and done on the glass. They cannot allow Sierra Canyon second chance opportunities.
Jordan Mize missing from the outside. One and done trip for Sierra Canyon. 14-1 on the season. They've won 9 straight. Their lone loss was to a team from Maryland earlier this season, Bishop McNamara. Other than that, they've been unblemished, trying to defend their California State Championship. Navarro Bowman sticks the 3 and silences the home crowd here at Sierra Canyon.
That is a great sign for Notre Dame High School. This young man scores the ball behind the arc from the mid-range, and he's exceptional at getting to the basket.
Ranked 42nd in the SC Next 60 for the class of 2027. Certainly some local interest there with USC, UCLA, but many others trying to get involved to get Navarro Bowman on their roster in a couple years. Adams on a mid-range. He's got all 4 for the Trailblazers.
Put him wherever you want on the floor, and Maxie Adams is going to score the basketball. Number 25 in the white, going to North Carolina next season. He'll impact the Tar Heels on the offensive end.
Pressure and another takeaway for Sierra Canyon. Lob it up and throw it down. Brandon Martinson, the 18th best in his position in the class of 2026, and give him one on the house.
Personal foul number 15, JoJo Nance, first team foul.
This is Sierra Canyon basketball at its best. Nice little lob pass by McCoy. Martinson with the strong finish. They love to press, get deflections, run, and beat the defense down the floor.
Brandon Martin, Al, Creighton, Illinois, Iowa, Stanford, TCU, UCLA, among others.
Yeah, he's a 4-star player. He's a high major recruit. He's going to bring somebody's skill, IQ, and shooting.
Corner pop, in and out. Elon Nikolov missing his first attempt. He's a transfer from Bishop Gorman, and it sets up Askew, whose older brother plays at Villanova. He's had a very highly decorated high school and collegiate career all over the place. And Jordan Askew, the starting point guard here for Sierra Canyon, senior in his 3rd year at the varsity level.
Jordan Askew gives Sierra Canyon stability, experience, and leadership. He's been in this program for a long time, so he understands what the coaching staff wants.
This has been a great rivalry in recent memory. Notre Dame and Sierra Canyon. Open corner 3. Another miss from Zion Lanier. Offensive rebound for Josiah Nance, who dove on the floor to get it, and Lanier scores inside on the second chance.
Zion Lanier.
It is a breakneck pace here in the Mission League. Brandon McCoy, one of the highest rated recruits in the class of 2026 here in California, draws a foul.
Well, Brandon McCoy can get to the basket and finish with the best players in the class. Strong, he's athletic, he's got good concentration and body control when he gets into the paint. Little screen-to-screener action. They're trying to get Maximo Adams on an isolation. This time they post up McCoy.
McCoy out to Askew. Tried to give it back to Maxie Adams, knocked out of bounds, and will stay here with Sierra Canyon. 19th in the latest SC Next Top 25 rankings. And they'll be headed east to Hoopole in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they're playing Columbus High School, who they beat in the Les Schwab tournament last week.
First miss for Maxie Adams. Martinson on the offensive glass as the putback, his second field goal of this first quarter.
Well, Sierra Canyon has 3 high major Division I players in this starting lineup. Martinson is a great third piece to McCoy and Adams.
Still learning to play with this group. His first season with the program. That's the second triple for Navarro Bowman, the superstar from Notre Dame. McCoy answers right back with his first field goal.
You see the body control by McCoy. He gets into the paint, knows how to slow down once he gets into the paint.
A breakneck pace at the outset. Late night in SoCal. 3-point lead early for number 19, Sierra Canyon. Opportunity to play in highly ranked national tournaments. They only play each other once here in league play, but they do have a conference tournament, does the Mission League, before the CIF Southern Section postseason. 11-8 start for the 19th best high school team in the country. Josiah Nance sneaks it inside. That's partially blocked. Martinson got a piece of it.
Sierra Canyon, not a really big team, bigger than Notre Dame, but they're so athletic at the rim.
Maxie Adams, he is a mid-range maestro, but that's a 3.
And he made his three-point shot this summer at 39% overall in the EYBL. He's a high-level floor spacer. He creates gravity on the floor because defenders have to stay close to him.
Adams had 14 in the Mission League opener 2 nights ago as Josiah Nance steps through and scores for Notre Dame. Transfer from Heritage Christian, 6'5" junior. 4-star shooting guard, ranked 18th at that position in the class of 2027. He's another next-level guy to keep an eye on tonight for Notre Dame. Martinson, it rims out. A foul away from the basketball. They'll call it a double foul.
Looks like we have a double foul.
Brandon McCoy got tangled up with Zach White, and it's the second on Notre Dame's Zach White, who's signed to play to San Diego State.
Well, they need Zach White for his scoring. He's an excellent shooter, two-way player, very good athlete. He has the talent to go against Sierra Canyon. Him on the bench hurts Notre Dame.
And Matt Sargent not happy with that double foul call, which will take us to the possession arrow and keep it on this end with Sierra Canyon.
First personal, second team foul. Ball awarded to Sierra Canyon.
Sierra Canyon won the Les Schwab Invitational in Oregon late last month, where they beat the number 12 team in the country, Columbus, who they'll match up against again in Hoopole East coming up. Another foul against Notre Dame early, and it'll send Brandon Martinson, the 6'8", 4-star senior, to the free throw line.
First personal.
When I watch Martinson play, I see skill, basketball IQ. He can play the small forward spot. He does a little bit of everything really well. But what I love about him, he's tough. He's not afraid to mix it up against size to rebound the basketball. And he's not afraid to shoot it when he's open.
Andre Chevalier, the 9th-year Sierra Canyon head coach, put it pretty simply. He wore it tonight. Two teams that have a lot of respect for each other. They don't like each other.
Every time these two teams play, the gym is packed, the games are close.
6-point lead early for Sierra Canyon, and a reach-in foul on the Trailblazers. It's on Maxie Adams.
When you have two teams in the same conference, the Mission League, talent means something, but there's also an extra gear that every player gets up for. And talking to the Notre Dame players before the game, they are sky high for this game.
Navarro Bowman, top-rated player on Notre Dame, searching for his third three, and he nails it. Navarro Bowman carrying the early scoring load for Notre Dame tonight.
Well, his shot,
it's a backcourt violation.
Navarro Bowman has improved his shot mechanics. And look at his shot preparation. Comes out of the screen, feet are set, eyes are up, knocks it down with a high release point. His jump shot has made big strides since his sophomore season.
His father, linebackers coach, was Jim Harbaugh, and the Chargers getting ready for Wild Card Weekend out east against your New England Patriots.
They are my New England Patriots, that's right. Mike Vrabel did an awesome job with the pass.
Nice patience inside, and Dylan Northcutt off the bench with his first points.
See, the key for Notre Dame, they score, they sprint back, they make this a 5-on-5 game. They're going to have a real chance at the upset.
NaVorro Bowman has his fingerprints all over the 15-point first quarter for Notre Dame. He's done it with his scoring and now his facilitating. He picks up Brandon McCoy on this end.
Notre Dame's man-to-man defense is very tight, very solid. They move on the airtime of the pass. They put together some nice traps.
Adams double-teamed across the floor. Rainbow three. It's good. Josh Lowry, another 4-star on the Sierra Canyon roster. And a takeaway for the Trailblazers.
That was a tremendous pass by Maxie Adams. I know we're going to see that on the replay.
Here's McCoy into some hard picks up the foul. You talk about Maxie Adams scoring, but he's a terrific passer too.
When you talk about basketball IQ, how about the step through against the trap? Skips it to the opposite corner. Usually from that spot, Chris, it goes to the opposite wing. That one went to the corner. Just a high basketball IQ, strength, and great accuracy. They're going to love him at Chapel Hill. He reminds me of Harrison Ingram, who played for North Carolina just recently. He's now in the NBA. Same body type, same skill level, toughness, IQ, and he rebounds.
This is Brandon McCoy at the free throw line for Sierra Canyon, ranked 19th in the SC Next 100 for the class of 2026. He's a 5-star prospect and the 3rd best player in California. Long rebound to NaVorro Bowman, who committed the foul. Quick trigger, and he puts it in. 4 first-quarter threes for NaVorro Bowman.
He has not touched the rim with any of his shots. All net.
Adams steps back. Can't get it. There comes JoJo Nance. Bowman's feeling it. And finally misses from the outside as Adams tugs it down inside. Offensive foul. Bowman takes the charge. And it's on Brandon McCoy.
Sierra Canyon offensive
Number 2 in the black, NaVorro Bowman just waits on Brandon McCoy, lines him up, takes it on the chest. McCoy doesn't see it till the last second. Big time defensive play by NaVorro Bowman Jr.
McCoy sits down. That's his 2nd foul. Final seconds of the opening quarter. Bowman weaving through to the basket. He lays it in. A NaVorro Bowman first quarter
Action. And how about the body control, Chris, at the very end to get the ball up on the glass and avoid contact?
Notre Dame head coach Matt Sargent called NaVorro Bowman the most competitive player he's ever coached. That's an offensive foul. It's on Josiah Nance. Notre Dame turns it over to start the second.
That's his 2nd personal, 1st team foul.
What do you like about the next level prospects that NaVorro Bowman brings to his game?
Well, number 1, he can score the ball from 3 different levels. Behind the 3-point line, from the mid-range, and we saw how he could score at the rim. He's a general on the court. He gives direction. He's a leader. He's a big steal guy. He anticipates well, gets a lot of deflections. He's the heart and soul of this Notre Dame Sherman Oaks high school basketball team.
Sierra Canyon trying to untie a 20-20 game early in the second quarter on a night where Juju Watkins will have her jersey number retired, and she'll join us at halftime here in Chatsworth as Martinson misses the first attempt for Sierra Canyon of the quarter. A stop on each side to start it off. Dylan Northcutt feeds the corner. Zach White rips the cords. The San Diego State commit with his first points.
Yeah, beautiful penetration and kick. Notre Dame is quick and athletic. They get low to the ground off the bounce. Once they get into the paint, have to do on the road to keep the crowd out of it and limit your turnovers. Here's the penetration kick. Zach White Great shot preparation. That means when he caught it, he was ready to shoot it. Big time jump shot.
It'll send Zach White to the free throw line, where he misses the first of two. Headed to play for Brian Dutcher and the Aztecs in the new look Pac-12, a couple hours south of here next season.
He's going to play for a great guy and a great basketball coach. Brian Dutcher is a lifer in college basketball.
Chose San Diego State over its dad's alma mater, Cal, among others. Zach is the son of Russell White, who was an All-American running back for the Bears up in Berkeley back in 1999.
Great on.
Notre Dame trying to pull off the upset tonight, up 4 early in the second against the 19th best team in high school hoops.
They're doing a great job of cleaning up the defensive glass, one and done. They're limiting turnovers, and they're running offense.
Bowman elevates and got hit.
Can execute, you have a chance to win. It doesn't matter if you're home or on the road. You want to dominate the game in the paint, at the rim, on the glass, from the free throw line. And so far, Notre Dame is doing that.
Navarro Bowman played high school ball in Virginia as a freshman at Paul VI, who we featured on ESPN already this season. And when his dad got the job on Jim Harbaugh's staff, he moved across the country and settled in at Notre Dame in Sherman Oaks.
He told me when he was a freshman, the talent on that PVI team. You know, Jordan Smith was a freshman as well. He had Garrett Sundra, who's at Notre Dame, Darren Harris, who's at Duke, Patrick Gongba, who's at Duke. He said he learned how to compete and he learned how to prepare.
Mize puts it back, and that ends an 11-0 run for Notre Dame. Jordan Mize, just a sophomore, 4-star prospect in the class of 28.
Very nice player, just coming into his own right now.
Dylan Northcutt fouled by Jordan Askew on the baseline. Starting cornerback on the football team. Northcutt, his teammates call him Dino. And somebody matched.
Pushes the ball 0 in the white. He's got great speed in the open court.
There's a bounce inside and a score for Josh Lowry. Top 25 small forward in the class of 2028. A takeaway for Notre Dame. Mize steals it. And McCoy had it ripped away by Navarro Bowman. He has done it on both ends for Notre Dame. Tried to lob it inside to White. Bowman stumbling underneath and wraps it in.
Navarro Bowman is having an end, forcing it and still producing at a high level. Sometimes guys want to try to do too much and hit a home run. He's hitting singles and doubles, and right now he is controlling the action in this game for Notre Dame.
McCoy launches a 3.
That's not the strength of his game. McCoy is best from the mid-range and when he puts the ball on the deck.
Notre Dame controlling this second quarter. 4 points on the road against number 19 Sierra Canyon. Winners of 9 straight. Notre Dame had a 5-game winning streak snapped in their league opener 2 nights ago at home against Loyola. Nikolov hits the mid-range. The Bishop Gorman transfer on the board.
And that's what he does best, to shoot the basketball. He can be a big-time outside threat for Notre Dame.
That stretches the lead. Jordan Mize offers from TCU, Oregon, Arizona State, among others. Still plenty to come in his recruiting journey, class of 2028.
Great example of moving without the ball and scoring.
That's Josiah Nance. And poked out of bounds. Oh, it's a late collision. The foul will go against Zion Lanier of Notre Dame. Sierra Canyon trailing at home. Many terrific basketball stars got their start here in Chatsworth. And we'll show you more on the other side. And Navarro Bowman, their top-ranked player in the class of 2027. They've got a 4-point lead on the road here at Sierra Canyon. Late night in Southern California. Second game of the Mission League slate. The 5-star Brandon McCoy lobs to the North Carolina signee, Maxie Adams, who tried to muscle it up in a crowd, but drew a foul.
Sierra Canyon coming out of the timeout made a concerted effort to get Maxie Adams the ball inside, which is the right thing to do. He's their best player. when it comes to scoring the basketball. He can score with his back to the basket. He can split traps. He's a face-up three-point shooter. Did a great job of trying to score through contact. He's a hybrid shooting forward. I call him a mismatch specialist. Like, you can put him wherever you want. He can beat bigs off the bounce. He can stretch the floor facing up, go inside and punish light-size and smaller defenders.
Whoopi Miller, who transferred in from Wake Forest before last season, has been electric for that squad. Trying to take down Duke and Cameron Indoor. It hasn't happened this season. And a traveling violation out of the timeout will give Notre Dame an opportunity to build on this lead before halftime.
Sierra Canyon is going to pressure. They're going to pick up in the backcourt. You're going to see a trap if you're Notre Dame. You have to be strong with the ball, get into your press offense, and throw out of it. You can't dribble against pressure. You have to pass out of it. Sierra Canyon went straight up. Here comes the trap.
Notre Dame hasn't scored in more than 3 minutes. They'll try and close strong, but they throw it away to Mize, recovered by Nikolov. Final seconds of the half. Bowman hoists it up and draws a foul with 0.3 of a second on the clock. You have to respect that shot with all the knockdowns he had in the first quarter. And Navarro Bowman gets 3 free throws here in the final second of the second quarter.
Sierra Canyon did everything possible to force a turnover. They had Bowman in the corner. You don't want to foul a jump shooter. Because his shot has been so pure tonight, the defense left the floor and committed the foul.
Got a chance at a 20-point first half here, now at 19 with 2 more free throws coming. Rankings in between now and his senior season?
Well, if you keep talking about him like that, maybe. Now, he's had a stellar first half. Notre Dame, and they played that way for the first 3 or 4 minutes. And then Notre Dame controlled the pace, they controlled the backboard, they limited their turnovers, and Navarro Bowman took over with his jump shot, his handle. That's why the game at halftime, Notre Dame had the lead. But I'll tell you what, Sierra Canyon is going to come out here in the second half, and you're going to see full court pressure.
Brandon Martinson's first year with the program was at Mater Dei in Santa Ana for 2 years, and at J. Sarah High School in Orange County. From the Trinity League to the Mission League, 2 of the best leagues in California high school hoops. And Brandon McCoy, as he was taking it away from JoJo Nance, was fouled.
You're going to see Sierra Canyon look for steals, get a little aggressive. There's going to be more trapping. Can Notre Dame handle the traps? That's going to be the question. If the ball stays in the hands of Navarro Bowman, they'll be in good shape.
Josiah Nance just picked up his 4th foul. Matt Sargent will take him out of the game. Killer M's. We can do better than that.
We'll have something by the end of the night.
There's Bowman, who had more than half of Notre Dame's first half point total. Nikolov on a sidestep 3, can't hit, and McCoy pulls down the miss. Coast to coast for Brandon McCoy, but the foul on the floor.
Good job by Notre Dame, beating the traps, getting an open shot, but they must sprint back. Because if you don't, you see Brandon McCoy with speed and aggressiveness and attackingness on his mind. He loves to get to the rim, and if he doesn't, he's going to find the open man.
And in at home. 9-game winning streak, and Notre Dame turns it over. Zion Lanier moving the pivot foot, whistled for traveling.
You can start to feel the momentum shifting right now in favor of Sierra Canyon. They're speeding up Notre Dame. They're scoring in the paint. Everything is aggressive. Everything is attacking with the Trailblazers right now.
Now trying to grow this lead. Clean look, Jordan Mize knocks down the 3. And a timeout, Notre Dame. 9 straight for Sierra Canyon. An early third quarter haymaker.
So if you're Notre Dame right now, you got to get your confidence back that you had in the first half. You have to be the aggressor. You just got punched for the first couple of minutes of the second half. Now's the time to respond.
Navarro Bowman trying to find a teammate, and instead he drew a reach-in foul.
He's going to see a trap, Chris, the rest of this game. So he has to pick up his dribble, stay composed, stay strong, find the open man.
What do you suppose Andre Chevalier's halftime message was to his guys?
That we have to play harder with more intensity. Might have been a few more adjectives in there.
And one for Navarro Bowman, who continues to be a problem tonight in Chatsworth.
Navarro Bowman played his AAU basketball for Team Why Not 16s last season. One of the best players on the EYBL circuit in the 16 division. His focus, his toughness tonight, and his mental clarity.
Ball awarded to Sierra Canyon.
The talent in this game, some of the best in the West Coast. McCoy, Adams, and Bowman. Maxie Adams has signed with North Carolina. He'll be an impact player for the Tar Heels. McCoy still looking at schools. Brandon McCoy is a hot item in the recruiting circles. Arkansas, Alabama, Miami, Michigan in the class, top 20.
Well, Notre Dame from Sherman Oaks. Not in the top 25, but certainly knocking on the door, trying to make a statement tonight as Bowman lobs it in, trying to get it to the SDSU commit Zach White. It never got there. Here's McCoy. Transition. A massive finish in the cup for McCoy. And that sends Sierra Canyon into a frenzy. Here comes
in a straight line, no wasted motion. He's as strong and athletic as there is among the perimeter players in the class of 2026.
First thing Andre Chevalier had to say about Brandon McCoy when we talked to him yesterday, he plays above the rim, literally.
And he knows that that is his specialty, the ability to get to the rim and get above it.
Mize gets to the rim and lays it in. Jordan Mize, the sophomore, four-star, class of 28, showing out.
I think Brandon McCoy could be one of the best how to play off of 2 feet when he gets into the paint.
Elon Nikolov, who transferred in, moved from Las Vegas, played at Nevada powerhouse Bishop Gorman the last 2 years, has been a big addition for Matt Sargent and Notre Dame. Fouled out of the Mission League opener 2 nights ago, and they felt like that cost them the game.
Well, he's a big-time shooter, and he's going to help Notre Dame this year.
It's a deep one for Mize, and he can't hit that time as Bowman vacuums in the miss.
He does a great job of rebounding down.
Nikolov can't tie the game. Offensive rebound, blocked away inside. Maxie Adams with a monster. Nikolov pulls the trigger and answers right back for Notre Dame.
Forget the 100-yard dash. This is like an all-star game out in the West Coast.
Two of the best in California high school hoops. Throwing, who transferred in from league rival St. Francis over the summer, just beat his former teammates the other night in the league opener.
Well, Sierra Canyon come out in the second half throwing haymakers, and Notre Dame was wobbling a little bit, but they've stemmed the tide.
It's been the outside shooting for the Knights. Bowman to the cup. A lot of contact, nothing comes of it. Here comes McCoy, who's held and fouled. Sierra Canyon's asking for an intentional foul, and the officials will talk about it.
I didn't see an intentional foul. I saw a reach minute. Averaged 7 rebounds this summer.
For the North Carolina-bound Maximo Adams.
Here comes the heat from Sierra Canyon.
And they get a steal. Look out below. Another McCoy mash. Brandon McCoy putting together a highlight reel third quarter as Nikolov can't hit that time. Here comes Adams. From Chatsworth, California to Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
The pace of this game has completely changed. In the first half, there was some selective running, but a lot of half court. Notre Dame controlled the tempo in the second half. Right now, Sierra Canyon is controlling the game.
Oh my! It's McCoy again! Bowman steps back. In and out on a three.
And Notre Dame all out of rhythm right now, and they are sped up.
And Sierra Canyon in the bonus will put Maxie Adams at the free throw line for 2 more.
The next step for Brandon McCoy, he must work on his outside shot and his free throw. The percentages from the summer were not that high. Mid-50s from the free throw line, high 20s from the three-point line. Doesn't have to shoot a lot of them, but he has to become more efficient in those 2 categories.
Well,
but everything else is high level.
They say good teams, great teams, finish quarters strong. Sierra Canyon in the midst of an 11-3 stretch here in the final half minute of the third. League masterclass brewing between 2 of the best teams. Notre Dame, who gets a takeaway. Zach White fouled hard, going to the basket. And to nobody's surprise, Navarro Bowman created that turnover to start the fourth.
Navarro Bowman, his dad, is the linebacker coach with the Chargers. He's got to love this, right? In his stance, dives for the loose ball, treats it like a fumble, and makes the assist.
Just Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels in the house earlier. He would appreciate that.
I think everybody appreciates that hustle play. The ability to have not just the hustle, but the awareness to make the pass after he dives on the floor. He's played an unbelievable game tonight. Can't say enough good things about the junior.
Zach White up to 12 points. Senior headed to San Diego State, already signed with the Aztecs, who are moving from the Mountain West to the Pac.
Big time high school team.
The lead is just 3 for number 19 Sierra Canyon, trying to win their 10th straight game. Lowry on a dish. It's Mize. Rebound up for grabs and a foul against Sierra Canyon. Trying to box out Bowman.
And that's Navarro Bowman trying to rebound between 2 Sierra Canyon players that are bigger than he is. But he doesn't mind mixing it up inside, sacrificing his body. He wants just a little bit, make them guard, try to capitalize on any defensive mistakes.
Bowman picked up by Dylan Grant, and he lost it. Grant steals it. Bowman reaches in, whistled for the foul. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, that time they just went one-on-one at the end of the clock. You can't do that against Sierra Canyon. They're too good of a defensive team. You see the one-on-one defense. The help defense was in great position. Bowman had nowhere to go. Then he commits the foul out of frustration. The big names with the big schools.
Washington, what an ad that would be to get Tyron Stokes. Keep him there in Seattle for another year as they try and build that program up as members of the Big Ten under Danny Sprinkle. This is Dylan Northcutt with a burst. Couldn't finish it. JoJo Nance blocked at the rim. Here comes Sierra Canyon. Maxie Adams back on the floor.
Martin straight to press, run, and run up and down with Sierra Canyon. They just have to be mindful of their turnovers and the defensive glass.
Haven't seen much of the junior Josiah Nance tonight. Stuck in foul trouble. Maxie Adams missed the initial look and fouled on the putback. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Well, hustle makes you lucky. Brandon Martinson with great hustle. With Notre Dame, right place, right time. They get it, they move it, they score.
Nance, who just scored, is fouled out of this game with 5.5 to play. That's a big loss for Notre Dame.
Yeah, JoJo Nance, key piece of this Notre Dame team.
4-star shooting guard, ranked 18th at that position in the class of 27. Illinois and Cal have offered.
I mean, he brings so much to the table. Athleticism, scoring, he plays unafraid. You'll find out about your bench right now if you're Notre Dame. They've done a very good job here in the second half. Staying in the game when it looked like Sierra Canyon was going to blow this game wide open.
Lead back to 5 for the Trailblazers. Adams back to Askew. Inside of 5 minutes, Notre Dame has a chance to tie, maybe even take a lead here. Trying to win in this building for a second straight season. Askew picks up Dylan Northcutt.
Too much dribble.
Foul away from the basketball on Dylan Grant.
Notre Dame needs more movement, less dribbling. Get into their sets quicker. Sierra Canyon trap. Notre Dame moved it. Forced turnover. Sierra Canyon was playing aggressive defense, but nobody was in the passing lane. Can't have that down the stretch if you're going to make a huge upset on the road.
Coming down to the wire in the Mission League tonight in Southern California. A step back for Martinson.
If Sierra Canyon wins this game, he's the X factor for this team. He has made timely shots all night long.
Well said. Zach White, open corner tray, and he can't put it in. A rebound for Martinson, who's been effective on the glass tonight. Back-to-back key stops for Sierra Canyon. Across the floor. Lowry lost the handle. Picked up by Grant. Lowry pops a three. And cashes in. Knocks down both.
Notre Dame has to just be solid right here. Contest, close out, and block out.
Adams draws two. Powers it up anyway. And on the third attempt, he taps it in. A quick timeout taken by Sierra Canyon, but the relentlessness from Maxie Adams, who went inside with a construction helmet.
I just love the
basketball game, but he's been held without a point the first 5 minutes of the fourth. How do they get him involved down 7 with 3 minutes to play?
Well, Dylan Grant is really trying to deny him the basketball, the young man going to New Mexico State. So if you're Notre Dame, take the ball out of his hands to start, run an action to get him the ball on the move. And this way he can run through to the basket. If you just stand and give him the ball, the defense is going to load up against Navarro Bowman. So I like to see him get off the ball and come back to the ball.
Navarro Bowman, 42nd in the SC Next 60 for the class of 27, and right on cue, his first fourth quarter bucket.
On that time, they set a nice ball screen for Navarro Bowman. No help by Sierra Canyon. It was a great read by Bowman.
Up to 29 points tonight.
I just love how he doesn't force the action.
McCoy on a spin, forced it up there, and contact after the missed shot will go against Notre Dame.
That's on Bowman.
It sure is.
Personal foul number 2, Navarro Bowman, his fourth personal.
Into some dangerous territory here with still inside.
Yeah, great cut by Martinson. Adams just anticipated without looking.
Bowman finishes through contact. It's a three-point game. That gives him 31 on the night. They bring two on Adams. Lowry's the open man. Martinson walled off with a block, and he throws it away. Into the ready hands of Navarro Bowman.
Yeah, Notre Dame doubled on every pass. Got the turnover.
Bowman to the glass, and he's fouled.
Trying to score against the set defense. There has to be ball screens involved or get him moving off the ball and then come back to the ball.
The son of the former San Francisco 49er, three-time Pro Bowler, Navarro Bowman Sr., who's getting ready in Foxborough for the New England Patriots on Sunday night, wild card weekend. He's Jim Harbaugh's linebackers coach here in SoCal with the LA Chargers, and you can bet he's up after midnight out east, after 1 a.m. out east, watching Navarro put on a show.
I love his son, but I'm rooting for the Patriots.
It's a one-point game in Chatsworth inside of 2 minutes.
Navarro Bowman has just scored 6 points in the last 2 minutes.
Notre Dame showing their willingness to trap on this end. McCoy pulls the trigger and buries the three. Big-time bucket for Brandon McCoy, the five-star senior.
I love the confidence that Brandon McCoy has to take what is the biggest shot of the season for him so far.
Now it's Bowman's turn. Almost banked it in. McCoy the rebound.
He's going to press after these free throws.
Zach White, another player in this game that came from a football background, the great nephew of the 1979 Heisman, Charles White, nearby at USC. His dad was a terrific All-American running back in Berkeley for the Golden Bears of Cal. A couple big free throw makes. It's a 4-point game. Bad inbound pass, and it belongs to Notre Dame.
Right after the free throws, Notre Dame went into their face guard defense. Maxie Adams is going to watch the film and realize you can't commit fouls in the backcourt. Great strategy by Matt Sargent to face guard after the made free throw.
Who will it be in the final minute for Notre Dame? White on the drive, cut off. Pass deflected and taken away by Martinson. They have to start thinking about fouling with a 35-second shot clock. McCoy weaving inside, puts it in, and he got one on the house. Brandon McCoy meets the moment late in the fourth quarter for Sierra Canyon.
It might have been a good idea if you fouled Brandon McCoy in the backcourt. You eliminate transition, you stop the clock. He's not a high-level free throw shooter, although he made that huge three a few minutes ago. He's played a game that he'll remember for a long time.
The five-star is the real McCoy. 7-point lead for Sierra Canyon.
Now if you're Sierra Canyon, don't foul.
North cut out to Nicolau.